All right. So, welcome you guys back to another episode at Live Narc Free. As you can see, I have Elena here. I'm so happy that she's joining me back again. How are you today, Elena?
Hi, Joy, and hi, everyone. I'm glad to be here and talk with you again about narcissism and how to recover and how to start like narc-free life.
Yes, absolutely. And the last conversation that we had was definitely great, and I really enjoyed it so much. So
Oh,
yeah,
it's mine.
today, um, yeah. So today we're just going to talk about how to build healthy relationships after dealing with narcissistic abuse and also overcoming PTSD and emotional abuse. So, Alina, in your case, what would you say would be the ways to kind of start building healthy relationships after dealing with narcissists?
I would say that it's not so easy as a lot of victims of narcissistic abuse. They had the history of narcissists in their life and toxic relationships, so it's very difficult to break the cycle and start a healthy relationship. I would maybe compare it when you for years you eat like junk food, you have a special lifestyle, like lazy lifestyle, like TV and fast food, just relaxing and watching TV shows, and after you just like want to switch on healthy lifestyle to be like successful, healthy, and change your mindset. It will never come like overnight. You need to make some work on yourself, and with age you understand that some situations in your life, if they are repeating, it's just not like something just because it's because you may be attracting them. So
Yes.
it's a very long journey, and first of all you need to prepare to be patient,
Mhm.
and to be prepared to educate yourself, to work with yourself and start from yourself, as it's very easy, to blame someone always for everything bad that we have in our life. But first of all, it's our life, our
Mhm.
future, and if we want to change it, we should start from ourselves always.
Yes, no, that is great. You got to start within. And then, once you do that inner work and healing and all that stuff, then you can go on the outside and, probably attract someone on the same level, same vibration, and you'll have a balanced relationship. So, most definitely. So, in your case, Elena, would you say it was hard for you? And how long did it take for you to start dating again after dealing with narcissists?
For me, start like 1 year.
Hmm.
And for this 1 year I did a huge job, on myself, on my mind, my beliefs, how I built relationship. Before I did complete analysis, and I educated myself. I read a lot of just books, watched a lot of videos, had some training, psychotherapy, like a lot of education, and even movies. I was watching movies like when you see from, how to say, like spectacular on,
Hmm.
when you watch this kind of relationship, you just start to catch some patterns. And
Yeah.
it's good as you can analyze and change your patterns. But overall, after I wrote my first book, I decided to write second one, and to show people how they can recover after this kind of abuse. As when it happens, you don't know how to start your life again. It's difficult, as you just don't know what's wrong with you, and plus your mental condition is so terrible, your self-esteem is so low. So it's really difficult, to start something. And a lot of women that are just out from narcissistic relationship, they suffer from um, some kind of PTSD, I would say complex PTSD, like they're afraid of building new relationships, they have low self-esteem, they have a lot of flashbacks, they maybe have some health and body issues, problems with weight, sleep. It's something that influence your not only life, not only your psyche, but only your body. And it's terrible, so I
Yeah.
made like special steps in these books, that everything that I did, that I just how to say, verified on myself,
Hmm.
so I could recommend it others, And I remember like the first day when I come back home after just escaping from the hell.
Yeah.
I just was like this movie like Gone with the Wind, Scarlett, she was saying, I will think about it tomorrow. So I said to myself, I will think about it tomorrow. And
Hmm.
when I woke up the next day, it was terrible, as I didn't know what to do, and I simply didn't have a reason to wake up. And it's terrible, it's depression.
Yeah.
As you have to overcome it, you need to find energy, and you don't have energy. You need to find a sense in your life, but you just lost it, and it's difficult, and there is a lot of things that I wish a lot of people maybe will see now, and if they are in this situation, they will feel some support and will have powerful knowledge that can transform their life, and even turn this how to say, to make, like, let's just say, lemonade from the lemons, and profit from the situation even. Yes, but for that you need to change your mindset and work with
Yes.
your mind. Yes.
No, I absolutely agree, 100%. And so tell us a little bit about your book. I know you mentioned you have the book. It's about building healthy relationships and overcoming PTSD, emotional abuse. So, like, what made you write the book, and what exactly is it about? What are some key topics that we need to know in your book?
Mhm. Yeah, I think my book is very unique of this kind. When I was publishing, as there is a lot of books about PTSD, but not so much of them explaining emotional abuse, and especially for women. It's a bit special, and it's different than we can mention like veterans of war. They also have a complex PTSD. With women, it's different, and I wanted to create some recovery program for women who just experience emotional abuse in their relationship, and uh, just to help them to overcome that and start a new life with new relationship, and with new healthy relationship, not just trade one abuser for another,
Right.
as it's usually happens. Mm, and I guess it's very deep book, as there is a lot of information in the internet and everywhere, just that narcissists, they are monsters, vampires, that everyone is blaming them for destroying their lives, and things like that. But my position is, as I said in our previous video, to be a victor. And once you realize that you became a victim in your relationship, you have a choice and power to change it, and to be a victor, just to
Yeah.
analyze your mistakes, why you got in this relationship. And I know it's not so easy in the beginning, when you're just in depression after breakup, to think that maybe reason inside you, just it's easier for our psyche, to blame someone. It's easier, it's like healthier, it's more comfortable, uh, as to face reality. It's only brave people maybe can do it, but I do believe that all victims of narcissistic abuse, if they really want to change something in their life, they can be brave and face their own fears, their own
Mm.
mistakes, their own like core beliefs, and they maybe have from their childhood, and say to themselves that they can start new relationship, healthy relationship, the relationship of their dream.
Yes.
And
Wow. I really,
yeah, what I say in my book, it's about definition of toxic relationship. I speak about codependency as a toxic relationship with narcissist, and codependency. It's like the same things, you know. It's
Hmm.
usually codependent relationship, and um, also after I discuss ways how to step by step go to healthy relationship and start them.
Oh, I love that. I definitely, I know you send it to me. I have to, check it out. But yeah, I mean, the listeners listening in, definitely, get her book, because I'm sure a lot of us, it could benefit most of us, so absolutely. And so Alina, are you in a relationship now, and how's that relationship? No, you're good. Okay, so yes, Alina, I like I said, definitely we're most of us watching should check out your book, because I think it is definitely beneficial to many of those that are listening and watching. It can help us, heal, recover, and just gain our self-awareness back and take our power back in our lives. I think it would be helpful. So now I just wanted to talk about
See, and we have this mutual respect and understanding, and I'm completely happy with my relationship now, as I can say it's a completely different relationship that I used to had before, you know. I don't have this emotional swings, you know. We don't have scandals. From some part, it might seem maybe a bit boring if
mm,
compared to the relationship with the narcissist,
with
you
the
know.
narcissist, yeah.
Um, but I guess it's great as you can always spice up your relationship. You know, there is a lot of things you can do it, and just for me, it's better like that. You know, and I appreciate a lot even this kind of stable, boring relationship as it's awesome base, I guess, where you can put other things and build your relationship, you know. As when you how to say basement with in relationship with a toxic man, it's impossible to build there something, you know. You can deliver babies, but they will be watching your relationship, you know, and they will be just getting this those patterns of relationship and take them as normal. So that's
Yeah.
why I guess it's very important. But again, you know, you need to switch on your mindset as you know, just looking back, I understand that me now I'm different that I was with my narcissist, you know. And even if I like the type of man that I used to like before, as my boyfriend now, he's just not my type of man completely, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree, because the my boyfriend now, I would say is definitely, he's different, very loving and caring. But I wasn't used to that, unfortunately. I guess just growing up, not really seeing that, not seeing healthy relationships, not having those role models, so it was kind of hard for me to accept it. But now it's just like, no, this is what I deserve. And I manifested that, thank God. But yeah, no, I'm done with the toxic, codependent, negative relationships. It's just not for me. I'm not attracted, like you said, to that type of person anymore. That's not who I am, because I always feel like you're a mirror of a person that you're
Yeah,
in a relationship with. So they're mirroring back to you, like maybe who you are, or some things that you need to change, or um maybe a shadow side of yourself. So it's
absolutely.
just kind of, so yeah, that's what I always believe. Now I was gonna ask you, do you ever mention the narc to your new person? Like, does he ever come up in conversation sometimes, or you don't talk about him at all to your new
With my boyfriend, you mean?
Yeah, like do you
Yeah, yeah.
ever have those conversations or something?
It's a great part as we can easily discuss his past experience, my past experience, and it's normal as his ex-wife, she was narcissist as well, so
Mm,
we understand each
okay.
other very good, yes. And together we can analyze our mistakes now and work on them. And now in my relationship, there is no place for enviness
Mm.
or manipulations, or things like that that I used to have with my ex husband, And it's absolutely great part, but I could say just old me. I would never got attracted to the normal man that I have now, as I simply wouldn't find him attractive to me, As
Mhm.
from our childhood, we grew up with some pattern of man, and usually it's our first man in our life, it's our father. In my case, as we discussed, it was emotionally distant father, that was like mm, a very moody person and difficult, And if there is something that was not going on his way, he just could, shut the door, and leave, things like that, and pretend that he suffered from that. Just this kind of mental manipulations. Yeah,
Yeah.
but there
Yeah.
is a good exercise. I remember when I was doing one of the trainings. It was about just analyzing the perfect type of human. Just you can try to describe in details your ideal partner, his appearance, his, I don't know, income, mindset, his job position, where he's living, how he's communicating, everything, And I remember I was like, wow, after this exercises, because I described a type of just regular narcissist, For me, it was successful, handsome, social, like tall, big, how to say, strict even man.
Mhm.
But after the trainer of this training asked us to describe the shadow part of this person, as every person, especially man, he has his social part. He could be successful boss, but at home he will be a tyrant. It will be
Mm.
his shadow part, as
Yeah.
you need to deal with it. And if you want to have some handsome, super social guy, you should ask yourself what he would like, but maybe he would like to have a lot of partners, and it
Mhm.
would be normal for him. So just imagine this perfect type and just described his shadow qualities as well. And I was impressed as wow, I like narcissists.
Mm.
And it was,
Yeah.
so I started to think after from other side, like, okay, I want normal guy, I want his shadow side to be like that, I want to see at home like that. So he should be okay, he will not be a billionaire, he will not be earning a lot, he will not be maybe so successful, so attractive, so handsome, so brutal, so masculine, but I will have a real friend, a real partner at home.
Yeah. Most definitely. I get it. And I think I was doing some research and it said that the reason why we like narcissists or we fall in love with narcissists is because they're so confident.
Yeah.
Um, and I think we fall in love with that because we all want like a confident person, and the narcissist just really kind of portrays that, and they have that type of aura about themselves, and I think that's why a lot of us we fall in love with that. So,
Yeah, they know how to seduce, they know what to tell you, they tell a lot of compliments. They are so like fish in the water, the first meetings, like you're like, wow, 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 I'm so happy, But I can say with my this healthy relationship at the beginning, it was nothing special, I didn't have like big presents, even flowers or compliments or like wow things that I had with my toxic husband, so it was a bit like, hmm. strange, because I used to have this kind like a fairy tale, in the relationship when I'm like a princess in the beginning. And
Mhm.
after, after the fairy tale is end up after the marriage. So
Mhm.
you need to ask what's going on. By the way, according to the research, social research, like 50% of all couples, they live in codependent relationship, and they think that it's normal relationship and they have like real love.
Yeah, yeah, that is definitely common. And it's sad, but I think again, it just takes accountability and taking responsibility for yourself, and then that other person doing the same thing and working towards, having a healthier, stable relationship. Okay. So yeah, just wanted to ask you, so I know you have your book about PTSD and emotional abuse and how you endured it dealing with your narcissist. Um how can you kind of explain to us how exactly you dealt with it? How did you feel and what were your coping skills?
Yeah, great question. First of all, when you face some kind of grief or trauma in your life, there is like 7 stages. So first stage will be a shock. It's emotional numbness, and when you maybe feel nothing, and you can believe that your situation is real. So during this period, I would say it's very important just listen to your body and do what your body needs. As at that moment, your mind just switched off, and it gets time to understand and analyze the situation. So what I did and what I recommend to all people, just to eat, sleep, walk, sport, talk to someone, to do something that will help you to release, and to do something that you feel will help you to release your emotions.
Mhm.
The next stage is denial, when you deny the situation and everything that happens, that you think, no, 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 it's impossible, just maybe we will be together again, um, on this stage I would recommend, to make a list of things that like I am missing him, but just ask yourself what exactly you are missing.
Mhm. Yeah, I love
And
that.
when you do this list, just look on this list, and as I know that on this stage of recovery, it will be some kind of working trauma bond, and you would like to come back, and so you need to remember why you want to come back, write down, and also write down why did you leave, as when you see um, the reason why you left, it's important so you couldn't come back, as on this stage it's very easy to go again to toxic relationship. On the next stage it will be bargain, and the same, you will think that I could work on myself and maybe we could fix our relationship or something like that, so maybe we can negotiate, or maybe we can still solve and fix our relationship, and turn them to healthy. First of all, it's impossible, to make toxic relationship healthy relationship, as they're involved two people, and it's very difficult to change their core beliefs, their patterns simultaneously. It's impossible, just. I know it's difficult to accept, as we want to believe in best always, but no, it's not possible. And on this stage, it's very important to educate yourself, to watch a lot of videos, read books, to find support among friends, and also what is good for your body in case of PTSD, start your psychotherapy. Even it's good from the first week to start it. If you have someone with who you can start, or just start talking to someone and express your feelings, to speak them out, and there is good practice for feeling your body, just when you relax and start to feel pressure in your body. In my case, it was somewhere just in the stomach. I had a huge anxiety, and I just couldn't read from that anxiety only when I was sleeping, and at some moment I started even to take some special pills, sedative to just calm down and to get rid from this anxiety as it was with me, like animal fear, or I don't know, something that just was destroying me from inside. And
Mhm.
only when I could lay and sleep, I could release it. But for some time, I just, okay, I would live like that. For now, it's like that. It will be better. So I
Yeah.
just need to survive, and I stay today, now, and this moment. And maybe tomorrow it will be another day and it will be better. And what helps usually if you have some tension in your body and maybe some sleep issues, just to switch on good music and dance. As you need
Yeah,
to release trauma from
definitely.
and tension from your body. I know it sounds maybe bizarre now for someone, but it really helps when you even dance for 5 minutes non-stop, just very active. It helps your body, or you just can start from shaking and just shake your body if you feel
Yeah.
anxiety growing or some kind of tension, or just that you feel just you don't know what to do. So you can start from that and it will be helpful.
Wow.
It helped a lot in my case, yes.
Wow, that is definitely great information, and I love it so much. Thank you, Alina, because I definitely feel like I've done most of those things, but some of them I haven't. But I dealt with PTSD myself and emotional abuse, dealing with narcissists. So, on my end, I'll just share. I coped with, doing research, like you said. I read a lot of books. I definitely did. I think she was kind of like a counselor in a sense, but she didn't
Mhm.
specialize in narcissistic abuse. So it wasn't really that helpful, but it still kind of at least helped me to kind of release what I was feeling. But then once I did start watching videos and I talked to people that dealt with narcissists, it was more helpful in that case. Yoga helped me a lot.
Yeah, yoga, by
Because,
the way, and sport, it's
yes,
just obligatory, I guess.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I was actually I don't know if you watched my last video. I was talking about how I do believe I'm gonna get a yoga teacher certification. Probably gonna open up like a yoga studio. I'll kind of talk more about that later. But anyway, so but no, dealing with PTSD, there's a lot of triggers and stuff that I had to deal with, and loneliness and isolation. Overcoming all of that. But I'm happy I made it on the other side, and it's a blessing. And I'm happy you made it out on the other side as well. And you're in a happier and a healthier relationship. So I'm really happy for you. So, but that's pretty much it. Was there any other last minute words of wisdom that you would like to leave with the audience before we head out?
Yeah, just maybe some points that we maybe didn't discuss. It's to date or not to date, after toxic relationship. And my point is to, yes, socialize, yes, to communicate, yes, to make friends, yes, to learn some new, maybe to have some new interests, I don't know, some social things, yes, and maybe there you can find your future partner, but in the same time work on your mindset as just understand what type of man do you attract, ask yourself why, at the same time work on your boundaries, on your victim syndrome, as usually codependent people they tend to please others, and um, also work on that, even when making new friends, just to learn to make new boundaries, to just say your wishes, your needs, as and there is, yeah, a lot of books about codependency, and I recommend to read them, just educate about codependency, and
Yeah.
find the pattern, and make honest with yourself. So yes, I'm codependent, and ask what you can change. And if you continue to behave as a codependent person, you will keep attracting this kind of toxic people,
Mhm.
so I know it sounds very trivial, and everywhere just you need to start from yourself, you need to love yourself. But in fact, it works a lot as all that we have around our relationship, our social groups, our family, and even our relationship with universe. They start from our relationship with ourselves, you know. And when you learn how you can turn negative into positive, it start to change quality of your life and bring new opportunities into your life. I
Yeah.
guess it's just important, and I'd recommend reading my book or some other books. And in the end of toxic relationship, never regret, never regret. Just to treat this as a life lesson, you know, and profit, and
Yeah.
make a goal to be stronger, smarter. And I know a lot of victims of narcissistic abuse, they wanted to pay back, you know, to narcissist. But I guess the best payback is to be just happy and
Mm.
successful and create a happy relationship, healthy relationship, you know, and it will be the biggest payback.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
The biggest revenge, because a lot
yeah,
of us, we
revenge,
want
yeah.
to get back at the narcissist. Maybe we want to make them jealous and see what they missed out on. But a lot of times they didn't really care anyway, so it's not affecting them at all. But I do agree. Yeah, be get into a healthier relationship. Be happy with your life. Do go from toxic negative relationship or just toxic negative life to a healthier, happier life or a happier, healthier relationship. So yeah, in all ways. So but yes, this was definitely a great conversation topic, and I'm so happy that we had it because it's definitely needed. So I'm sure we'll probably see you back here again with another topic. But yeah, so that's been the video, you guys. Let us know what was your feedback, what was your biggest takeaway, what you learned, and what you guys are planning on implementing. I'm signing out. Alina's signing out. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you guys in the next video. Take care.